Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the formerly known as podcast. I'm your host, Reed Wilson, and I'm joined by Seth Butler and Trent Tatum as we giggle along and give you some nice laughs. This is the FKA podcast. First order of business. Anyone got anything to drink?
Yeah, I just want to say I thought I was the host.
I don't know. Hey,
Yeah, wait, I thought I was the host.
we're all the hosts here.
I'm once again drinking the official beer of Freedom, the preamble, made by the Armed Forces Brewing Company that I got on clearance at Publix, and this is probably the last week of that. So that's good because it's not very good. And anyway, I don't know, sending off some interesting vibes. I also have the Bleach Bottle Memorial Vodka in memorial to bleach bottles everywhere.
Yeah, celebration of life. Well, I'm celebrating with a twisted tea, half and half. Had a little like barbecue grill type event this past weekend, kickback, if you will. And I had leftover beer in the cooler, so I'm just trying to clean that shit up.
I saw a video this week where there were these two guys who were robbing a gas station, and all they were stealing was like 2 things of twisted tea.
That's it.
Anyway, like it seems like a lot of work to do.
A long time for just 2 twisted tea boxes.
Yeah. The least you could get is one of those like giant buzz balls. Come on.
Yeah.
Those things are huge.
Anyways, I'm drinking a red wine. It's Ercole Barbera del Monferrato.
Okay.
Very nice. It's a Barbera. Made with Barbera grapes from somewhere in Italy.
Oh, like the Hanna-Barbera, like the cartoon.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Hanna-Barbera.
Cartoon grapes, yeah, exactly.
Also, I didn't know this till I watched The Sopranos, but Ercole is Italian for Hercules.
Oh,
Ercole.
Yeah, like the movie. Famously of the movie, yeah.
Yeah, when you showed that writing, I was thinking like, oh, that looks like the Jetsons or some shit. It looks like if the Jetsons were in the 60s. That is Hanna-Barbera.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's kind of nice.
Does it taste good?
And it's a 1 liter bottle.
So it's like 1/3 larger than a regular bottle.
That's
right. Interesting.
It's like an extra glass.
Hey, that's what matters.
Yeah. I think it would probably, I'm going to take my shot in a minute, I promise. I do kind of dread taking the bleach bottle vodka, as discussed last week, because it kind of tastes like eating like a Ziploc bag or something. I probably, for my health, need to get rid of it because of all the microplastic. But then again, I've had a lot of Lunchables in my life. But anyway, if we stopped doing glass bottles for wine, like I wonder how much like CO2 or whatever would be saved, just because like shipping around big crates full of glass bottles has to be like a bitch to the environment, right?
Glass bottles are better for the environment because, listen to this, Seth, you can reuse them.
Yeah, but what if you did like aluminum or something? I think I think that's wrong.
You just think glass is too heavy? Is that what you're saying?
Okay. I think that think about a box of Franzia wine versus like how many bottles is that? It's not very efficient. I think
we should start making reusable bags, like glass bags or something. We can just keep reusing the bags over and over again, and then just get out of these like solid shaped liquid devices.
They also don't recycle glass where I live, so
they reuse it.
What am I going to do with all the wine bottles that I drink from?
Yeah, man. So the reason it's called reduce, reuse, recycle is because that's the priority order.
Right.
Right? Yeah. So maybe you should just stop drinking wine out of glass bottles.
Okay, so I guess I'm in the wrong here. I just had an idea on how
you're never not in the wrong here. You're always in the wrong.
Well, I'm going to take a shot out of my shot glass out of the bleach bottle vodka coming out of a plastic bleach bottle.
All right. Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
That was my shot.
That's nice.
Because I already had a head start.
So did you guys tune in over the weekend to see the the Worm Charming Championships?
Oh, of
Dude,
course.
what?
That's my favorite time of the year. You know, I'm
Can't
always
believe I missed it.
strapped in for Worm Charming Championships.
Yeah, being such big sports fans, we were all tuned into the Worm Charming Championships this week. Really excited for the winners, who happen to be from my home state of Tennessee, the Tennessee Worm Tuggers,
Mm.
That's tough, dude.
who won the Worm Charming Championships,
Uh-huh.
which
That is
was,
crazy.
I don't know. I guess
I think that's
there's
the fake baseball team.
the Worm Tuggers. There are definitely some I hardly know her / my nickname in high school / your mom jokes to be made here, but
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
I want to bring up this event that happened last week.
Yeah, you
This
know
is
what? I'll be the real one here.
Hmm.
What the fuck is worm charming?
Well, Trent, I'm glad that you asked. For the Worm Charming Championship, which happens once a year in the English town of Falmouth,
Mm.
uh,
Falmouth.
Damn.
which is in an area called Cornwall.
Mm.
They have the Worm Charming Championship, in which you sign up for a team. Each team is given a 2-meter square plot of grass. So they mark out a square on the grass for you, and you have 30 minutes to like do whatever, basically, to try to get worms to come to the surface.
Oh shit. Okay. I think I've seen maybe something like this. Probably from some guys in Tennessee. It sounds like a very Appalachian thing to do.
Is that effective? Is that more effective than just not? Is worm charming more effective than not worm charming? Like
So you're
how?
saying if you just like sat there, how many worms would come to the
Yeah.
surface
What's the
anyway?
efficacy of a worm charm? Like how much is that
Well,
working?
the worm tuggers this year, they charmed 32 worms out of the dirt in 30 minutes. So they got about 1 worm per minute. Their WPM was about 1.
Okay.
Nice.
And they played harmonicas. That was
Oh
their
shit.
method. But
Damn, that's
other
crazy.
people,
What did
they
second
like,
place get? How many worms do they have?
the reporting on the Worm Charming Championship is not great. So I don't know how many other teams competed or what their scores were.
I need to know what
Oh,
the how many worms came out of the control square. Like I need to know
That's
what,
good.
what
What if everybody's actually scaring worms from coming up?
mm.
yeah.
Does
Yeah,
one
that's
person
possible.
doing the worm count as one worm or a lot of worms?
Okay, so what I do know about this event, which is limited, as I said, the reporting on this is not very good. But there are 3 people on a team. One person is like the main charmer. One person is like the counter, and the other person like goes around picking up worms. I guess I don't
Yeah.
know.
You're
So
shagging worms.
so those, so those are the 3 positions. And I do know in some of the video footage I saw that there was at least one team where their charmer was dressed up in like a green morph suit, which actually does not tend to be the color of worms, as far as I'm aware, more of a
Sure.
pink.
Oh yeah.
But their thing was just like they were in the middle of this plot doing the worm in the morph suit.
Nice,
So
dude.
yeah,
I think the one video I saw on TikTok of worm charmers was like these guys in the backwoods somewhere, no shirts, obviously.
right.
How
Um,
else do you
and
charm a
they
worm?
had what they would do is they had like this big stick that they would stab into the ground, and then they would take like another stick or something else and like rub up and down the other stick with the stick, like rub 2 sticks together.
I know what you're
Hmm.
talking about. It has like
But the
one
vibrations in the
stick has
stick that's in the ground,
grooves on it, and you like
yeah,
run like the drumstick across the ribbed stick, and make
yep.
some vibrations, and the dumbass worms come out of the ground, and then you pick them up, and you get your worm
Yeah.
shot. You go pick them up.
So I was
I,
surprised when the champions weren't using the worm stick.
No, they just use harmonicas. So a lot of people appear to have dressed as birds because birds tend to be good at catching worms, especially the early ones.
Yeah, but like
Um,
then you're giving it away. Like you're like
right.
I'm going to catch these worms. You know, you got to let the worms not know what it's about. Cause
Yeah,
they
Uh,
got
you
to
need to
figure out
look
what's
like a
going.
sexy worm.
Yeah.
If you want to catch worms, you gotta look like a sexy worm.
There's one group at least who wore like flippers, like that you'd wear if you're going scuba diving. I'm not sure what that was for.
What if you just dig the hole, like dug a hole, like you just like you know how they get like those subsections of Earth, like they got core the thing, or you just keep coring that and over and over and over again. You just pluck the worms out.
It looks like the Tennessee Worm Tuggers. They wore overalls with no shirt underneath.
That's
Was
good.
like their uniform,
Yep.
which is pretty cool.
That sounds about right.
That sounds like some white shit if I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
you guys of the podcast haven't really seen this side of Seth, but that's pretty much all he wears
yeah,
when he's
yeah,
not on
Yeah.
the podcast.
yeah. Some white ass shit. And speaking of white ass shit and coming out of the ground, white culture's Punxsutawney Phil, Chet Hanks has announced that it's gonna be a white boy summer this summer.
Oh no, dude.
And with white boy summer comes the idea of the song of the summer, and I think I've already found it. But I'd like to get
Wow.
yeah, like we're talking about Post Malone and Morgan Wallen's new song on Spotify called "I Had Some Help," and it is certified song of the summer. It's gonna be everywhere. Buy stocks now of Post Malone, Morgan Wallen song. Morgan
That
Whalen.
really sucks.
Morgan Wallen. Yeah,
That really
that's.
sucks, man.
Have you heard this song?
Yeah, it's good. Dead ass. It is a good song. It's like what like 45% of all good country songs are, especially from like the early 2000s. It's about breaking up with your girlfriend. It's perfect, you know. Big early 2000s, like 2008. The song could have came out. I think we're inspired. It's fantastic.
Dude, it's kind of crazy. I'm looking at the charts on Spotify now just to like see if I can think of any other top songs of the summer besides Fortnite.
I've got one, man. I've got one.
And anyway, I've never heard most of these except for on TikTok. And
Mm.
I don't really want to listen to the rest of them. Like
Well,
one
I'll
of them
tell
is
you-
that
I'll
I
tell you,
like the
Seth.
way you kiss me song, which
That
like
song
I
is
don't
good.
want to listen to.
That song was recommended by me on this show.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, it
good
can't
one.
be the song of the summer in 2024. It's too old.
Yeah. Like Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift, which is at least 5 years old, is like in the top 20. It's
That
crazy.
sucks. My prediction for song of the summer is going to be "Not Like Us"
Mm.
by Kendrick.
That's the number 2 song globally on Spotify. So
Yeah,
number
that one's gonna
3
be
is the Post Malone Morgan Wallen one.
it.
Hey, that's what I was talking about. That song's fucking good, dude. It came up in my release radar. I'm like, this song has legs. This song is gonna be that shit. I didn't even look it up. I just knew that this shit's gonna be popular because he had he had that one song about throwing the chair out the bar and then the liquor talk or whatever.
Wait, I don't think that song was about throwing the chair. I just think that was something that he did and may
He just
still
got
go to
arrested.
jail for,
Yeah,
hopefully.
I mean, who said it was the last chair?
So while we're thinking about what we think the song of the summer could be, Reed, could you please define for me and maybe some of the listeners what exactly a white boy summer is, as opposed to like, I don't know, a different kind of summer?
I
Every
don't know.
summer is a white boy summer for us.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. It's the concept of a white boy summer. It's you got to know about Chet Hanks if you really the son of Tom Hanks from Forrest Gump and Castaway and whatever
Toy
and the
Story.
Elvis movie.
Milk. Was that him?
No,
Big.
he's not.
Big.
Yeah. So it's Chet Hanks, not Tom Hanks, but yeah, he's like a big old. He's a big meme guy, and his whole thing is like he's like basically appropriating a bunch of island culture and stuff, but the internet has deemed it as funny, so it's okay. And it's just vibes. It's kind of a vibes thing. You guys might not understand, I guess.
No, I think I get it. I understand.
You're right. We are less white than you, so
I've heard
maybe
of
we don't understand.
I've heard of Chet Hanks.
Yeah.
I know he's crazy.
You know, well, this is just White Boy Summer is also a song released by Chet Hanks, which I have not heard, but it was
Mm.
released in 2021 and it was actually released under, I guess, slightly a pseudonym. It's just Chet Hanks, but instead of KS, it's X. So it's
Mm.
Chet
Thanks.
HANX, which is pretty cool.
He could have
Um,
just called himself like, I don't know, like Che Thanks would have been pretty cool.
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Chet
Just move the
Hanks.
T over.
Yeah, we'll put that on the list. We'll go between Chet Hanks and Chet Hanks. And we'll,
Hanks.
Hanks. And we'll figure it out.
Apparently, the music video to White Boy Summer shows him with scantily clad women, marijuana, and a Jamaican flag. It has been criticized for cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
So,
That's tough.
It's White Boy Summer, bro. He is.
He sounds like the epitome of white dreads.
Yeah, but it's the
Hmm.
opposite. He's got a new like skin fade right now, so he's kind of like
Oh.
if DJ Khaled was a wankster, was a big old wankster. That would be what Chet Hanks is, and
Okay.
he's kind of a vibe. It is what it is. But speaking of famous white people, you guys have heard of Scarlett Johansson?
No.
ScarJo.
ScarJo? Yeah,
Okay. Is
What's
it
the Black Widow?
yeah, Black Widow. And her voice was in.
Colin Jost's wife?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, I know her. I've heard of her.
yeah, sure, okay. Well, you know of her, fantastic, because her was a movie about Scarlett
Mm.
Johansson voicing an AI, and recently, her voice got stolen by OpenAI as the voice of their new like vocal AI system that they have, and she did uh, not consent to that. So kind of crazy on that front. That's cool and whatnot, but everyone's having a field day with it. Like, they're not. That's not the only thing that they're searching for," said the New York Times. What do you guys think? What's your take on the ScarJo?
I think it's
So,
terrifying.
what I do know is that like I haven't really read up on this because like I think Scarlett Johansson is fine, you know. So not to say that she shouldn't get her money if they're stealing her voice or whatever, but like it's not really the end of the world. I think if she doesn't. But so these OpenAI people, they approached her and were like, "Hey, can we use your voice? We would like to use your voice for whatever reason."
Mhm.
And then she said no, and
Yes.
then they did it anyway, and it's
Yep.
not actually her voice. It's just very, 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 very similar to her voice, right?
Right.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, because it's an AI robot. Like, it's a large language model. It's not quite Scarlett Johansson. But if you listen to the last couple YouTube videos of this podcast, at the end I threw some AI songs in there because I was just having fun.
Yeah,
But
and I meant to bring that up on the pod last week because they're really good. Like
yeah.
it's like they're very cringy,
Mhm.
but but they're really funny and good.
It's
So go
great.
check out the YouTube.
It's crazy how good the music is with the AI. Like they do a lot with a little being make a theme song for the play for the podcast, FKA the pod.
Well, we need to real quick before this lawsuit goes any further, get one with Scarlett Johansson singing it to us.
Oh, absolutely. We gotta download the Scarlett Johansson Jarvis overstick before they make us pay for it.
Joe Harvis. Scarvis.
Damn, dude.
Um so yeah, I don't know. That's weird. But then you think about like she's got you know, she's recording all of these movies and stuff that are out there with her voice and her likeness. And we're recording all these things with our voice and our likeness too. So if some rogue person wanted to go train AIs on us, they could. They've got a whole bunch of material to
Yeah,
do it.
but they can't. We can't like
Sell it?
sell it. Yeah, because that's not their property to begin with. It's not transformative. They're just duplicating.
Yeah, I know, but it's like they can. You know, they did.
Sue them or something. Hit them with a
Yeah.
fine. Hit them. Hit him with an ad. Hit him with a fine. That's all I think that's what we needed to do. But anyway, in other AI news, Google Gemini has recently been implemented into uh, Google Chrome, the browser. You might have even seen it in this document.
Whoa.
It comes up and it's like asking me about stuff. So it came up and I was like, I'm intrigued. So this is from Google Gemini, the Google AI assistant inside of Google Docs. It said, how can I help you? And I said, you know what, give me some brainstorm some discussion topics for a podcast. And this is what I have. So
Oh no, dude. Oh
we
no.
can, we'll pick one of these and then we'll struggle enough because they're you'll see. What is your favorite book and why?
Okay.
What is the most interesting place you've ever traveled to and
Mm.
why? Please
They
expound.
love
Of
it and
course. Of
why.
course.
Oh, you'll love this next one. What is your favorite food and why?
Mm.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Can we each pick our own favorite that we want to talk about? Or does
Sure.
it all have to be the same?
I had to pick my favorite from that.
Pick one. Just pick one. You know, favorite book, favorite place,
That's what I mean.
favorite food.
My
Yeah.
my favorite book. I just want to hop in here real quick and say that I have read War and Peace. And that's my favorite book because that just enables me to tell people that I read War and Peace. So, but it's actually pretty good. There you go. And it makes me sound
Nice.
smart.
Mm.
Uh,
Favorite. You go.
Thanks, Google.
Yeah.
I think my favorite food and why is a chicken parmesan sandwich.
Mm.
Because you get the fried chicken element, the greasy fried chicken, and then like marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese. It's all just perfect. It's all perfect foods. And I really like Italian food and sandwiches, and that's both.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
My favorite place that I've ever traveled to would be Spain because I did a study abroad there, and tortilla española might be my top five food of mine.
Mm, nice.
It's like
Spanish tortillas.
it's the yeah, but it's like an omelet. like tortilla means omelet if it's not when it doesn't mean tortilla.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. Yeah. Nice,
All
dude.
right, yeah, no problem.
Well,
And
that
that's
was great.
Well,
yeah.
thanks, Gemini.
Gemini, yeah, Gemini. That's not now you're aware that Gemini AI is existing inside of Chrome. So I figured we'd get a kick out of that. But now for a palate cleanser. This is a little mini game from a segment that we may have in the future. May not. It requires a decent amount of work, I would assume. But it's called Choose Your Review.
Zzz.
Yeah, but this time I went on Letterboxd and I pulled a review, and you need to tell me which movie it is from. So
Oh, hell yeah.
so this time it's only easy. It's only one question right now. You need to tell me if this movie is from if this quote or whatever this review is from Garfield 1 or Garfield 2.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
These are both the Chris Pratt ones, correct?
Is Chris Pratt Garfield too?
No,
Yeah.
these are the original ones.
He's Mario and Garfield?
Yeah, he is. He totally is.
Where'd it go?
Wow.
Yeah.
What a
Crazy.
weird career this guy had.
Wait, so this is Bill Murray.
This is Bill Murray. Yeah, the new Garfield movie comes out soon though. That's why I picked Garfield. Like I'm not just picking Garfield because it's funny. Well, I mean I
Okay.
am, but
Because you
it's
hate
also,
Mondays.
yeah, but it's Tuesday.
You
And,
love lasagna.
uh, we're getting colder. All right. Imagine going through 4 years of professional acting training and performance. This is in Shakespearean plays, and then getting a phone call from your agent saying, "Hey, you want to work on this movie? It has Bill Murray in it. You'll be a talking animal since they're so trendy these days." And then you end up playing a rabbit with like 8 lines.
A
Okay.
rabbit.
Yeah.
There's a rabbit in this one.
This is a 2-star review
Okay.
from
Well,
2006.
I would tend to think that the
Mhm.
first movie would have better reviews than 2, but I don't know.
Okay, so are these movies
I don't.
Garfield the movie and
Garfield,
Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties?
correct.
Okay.
That's a pretty good sequel name, though.
Yeah, they go to the UK and there's a British Garfield.
Can I ask you
Okay.
guys real
Okay.
quick? Do you know the two cities in A Tale of Two Cities?
Troy,
I have no clue, dude.
Crete.
Okay.
Alexandria.
Are they Greek cities?
No, no. This book was written in 1859.
I
If
mean,
that tells you anything,
okay,
it's set in contemporary-ish times to that.
okay.
Okay.
Are they? Is it's in English? Is it in England? Are they
It's written by
English?
Charles Dickens.
Oh,
What were it's actually set in like 1780
okay.
ish.
Two cities, Paris and London.
Yeah, it's Paris and London.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say Berlin and Paris.
Okay, anyway, I never thought about that before.
Did you read
That's a
that
fun
book
trivia
too?
question. Now, I haven't done a lot of Dickens,
Mm,
so
just Worm Charming.
yeah, I've been too busy playing my harmonica and wearing my overalls. I think this is a review from Garfield 2
Yeah, I
featuring a
agree.
rabbit.
I agree. I think they're saying here that a new popular actress joined the cast for Garfield 2 uh, after the success of Garfield 1. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's Garfield too, or Tale of Two Kitties. All
Nice.
right, and as a bonus one, can you tell me which 2024 this review is for? Everything is sex except sex, which is tennis.
This is from
That's
Trolls
Dune.
World Tour.
Yep, that was a couple years ago. It's actually a 2024 movie.
I don't know what's a 2024 movie. King Kong.
It's Challengers, right?
Yeah, it's Challengers. That's like one of the most popular popping movies in our age demographic right now, Seth. It's about
Yeah, no,
sex.
I know. I know. While we're on the tennis topic, real quick, I was looking. They've got AI baked into a lot of stuff now. Not to make this an AI topic as well, but there's AI on Windows now. So in your bottom right hand corner, if you have Windows, it can direct you to Microsoft Copilot, which
Oh
is
yeah.
like their own version of this. So everybody wants to have some kind of AI assistant or whatever. But anyway, while we were doing the previous segment, I clicked on that just to see what it was all about. And anyway, the first thing that it served to me, let me see if it's still there. Oh, it actually changed. It flips through some stuff. But it was like, tell me the rules to pickleball.
Nice. That's a good one. Don't. Where is the kitchen in pickleball?
Is there a kitchen in pickleball?
Yeah, you can't step in the kitchen. If you step in the kitchen, that's a no go. That's like the little line in between the fence and the line. Like I don't know, there's a little line on it. I still think
So,
there's no way to play pickleball and look cool.
so you've played pickleball,
No,
Reed. Oh, okay.
I've watched a pickleball tournament for like 30 minutes.
Have you recently noticed an increase in pickleball content, pickleball products, pickleball marketing, pickleball discussion generally?
Yeah, pickleball has definitely grown in popularity. I think it was maybe a little bit more popular 8 months ago than it is now. Like I think
Mhm.
last year was having a big year. I think we might be in the down swell of pickleball. I
Okay.
think, but it's definitely still up there. Like I'm predicting a drop in pickleball. I'm bearish on pickleball going
But
forward.
it's white boy summer.
Yeah, I think it's pickleball is like parent shit.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like grown. That's like grown man stuff. That's like you got to be 40 to like really get into pickleball. Like 38, 37
Yeah.
is when you can really start.
You gotta be to the point where you can't really physically
Play
play
tennis.
more fun stuff.
Yeah,
Right, right.
Yeah.
You can't be playing tennis and then eating churros and then having sex and then going back to playing tennis
Right.
and wearing
Yeah.
sunglasses and I haven't seen the movie Challengers, but
pickleball is kind of like if darts was or like bowling was tennis. You know, like
okay.
I don't get that, but yes.
sure, go
You're
ahead.
right.
So, like if you walk into my local Target, they have like a whole section at the front called Pickleball Plaza now, which is just pickleball accessories, pickleball outfits. It's like all products from Prince, which is a tennis brand.
Mhm.
Um,
They're a racket sports brand.
oh yeah, general racket sports brand. And anyway, like I guess they're just like if you said that you think that this is really 8 months too late, maybe that's true. It probably just takes 8 months to get the pickleball plaza set up
Mhm.
so you can buy all your pickleball gear at your local Target. But like I've never played pickleball, and it just seems like it seems like somebody in the government propaganda department wants me to play pickleball.
It's such a crazily like normal thing. I think it's pretty. I get the sell. It definitely makes me feel like a white person, like saying like, but like, hey, that's what it is. Sometimes you got to be a little bit lazy. When I was out in whatever, all right, West Palm Beach, no, when I was deserts Palm Springs, when I was in Palm Springs last like October or whatever, November, there we were going down like a open air market type deal, and then
Uh-huh.
at one little corner was like the cops having a pickleball ball tournament,
Mm.
like the police
Interesting.
department, like because there's always some kind of like, oh, the firefighters are at the little local town fair type thing. Oh, here's the cops booth. Was them
Oh,
playing
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
was them
Yeah.
playing a pickleball tournament and like raising money or whatever.
Hmm.
And like, come on, they should have been showing out a little bit more. I think it's kind of crazy to see our cops playing the least athletic game of all time, like the lowest bar on the totem pole athletic game
Oh,
possible.
Yeah. They should
so
have been doing a swimsuit calendar.
Yeah,
I wanted to double check something before I spewed uh,
mm. You always got to
false
double check before
information.
you spew. You always got to look
Uh,
before you spew.
yeah, I wanted to check something, but apparently, pickleball was invented in 1965 on Bainbridge Island in Washington, which is an island right next to Seattle.
Hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where you live.
Yeah. So, yeah, I imagine Bainbridge Island was just a big, like, rich person area. And they're like, why don't
That's
we play a game that nobody else can play?
The Isle of
You know?
Bainbridge.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, it does note on the Wikipedia page for pickleball that it is not yet represented in the Olympics, but maybe 4 years from now could be.
Yeah, possibly.
So
Oh, it also says here that originally the pickleball net was set at 60 inches, so the same height as badminton.
Damn.
wow.
That's kind of neat, but that's pretty high.
Yeah.
It's pretty low now. But see, I don't like pickleball that much because you can't be that mean in it. Like you can't like slam the ball. You can't just
Yeah, people get mad at you. Yeah.
like, oh, you're using too much athleticism to hit the ball downward. I'm gonna have to use too much athleticism to have to go and get it afterwards. That's not what this is. This is a one-handed game. I need to be able to hold a Bebo in my other hand whilst playing,
Mhm.
and not slash too much, going left to right. Maybe a couple
Yeah.
drops when I exert myself real hard on like two. I only get 2.5 plays of that max in the
Hmm.
whole day of pickleball.
Yeah.
Two and a
Well,
half.
racket sports they're having a moment, I would say. So
Yeah,
anyway,
watch out for
good
the
for them.
the orgy racquetball movie that's coming out next year.
It's just challengers, but they flip the genders and then they flip the sport too.
Yeah, squashed,
It's squashed. It's
squashed.
called like Rivals or something.
Mm.
It's got 3 women in it. Same thing as challengers, but they play squash, and it's called squash and beef. And then that's
That's
where
tough.
we're at. That's what it is.
Call
So
me when they have the racquetball sequel.
they could do ping pong as well. They did Balls of Fury already
Yeah.
in
Mhm.
terms of ping pong movies.
Yeah, your balls and fury challengers of fury. You got to get a double feature going.
Also recently, in terms of music stuff, Jojo Siwa had her 21st birthday,
Oh yeah.
and she was singing her song to a bunch of people in Disney World where she went for her 21st birthday and nobody knew the words and
Is
stuff.
that what
So
is that what people do for their 21st birthday normally? Go
they
to
go to Disney
Disney
World,
World?
yeah.
And they're like, hey, here,
Yeah.
check out my song. Sing my song. Don't you know the words to my song? Like, Karma's a bitch. I should have known better. And then she hangs it out to the other people, and just like those other people, I don't know what comes next. You know?
Yeah.
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 Have you seen her
Is
dance
that
move?
yeah. Yes, I have seen her dance move.
I'm not gonna do that. I might give myself whiplash. But she like goes, she like locks her
Oh
whole left
shit.
side of her body in, and then with her right hand and head violently head bangs.
It's
Like
crazy. Like she's gonna give herself whiplash for sure.
yeah,
But
like J.K. Simmons.
uh but or the other guy in that movie. But
Maverick.
do you not think that Miles Teller, do you not think that Karma has potential to be the song of the summer? It
No.
did not show up on any of the top 50 on the charts that I was looking at. So
No.
Mm-mm.
It's
Mm-mm.
too cringe, man.
She's a meme, right? Like she's a
Yeah.
meme right now. She's getting memograms all over the place. Like
Yeah,
it's
but Reed, I don't think you understand. She is inventing gay pop.
like, and she is also the first influencer artist combo that's never happened before her. She's the first person to be an influencer and also make music. So like
Yeah, yeah.
that's cool. I don't know what we never made a song. Well, kind of. We made these AI songs. I'll take
that
ownership.
yeah.
Mm.
So like, are we also the same as JoJo Siwa? Maybe.
Are we better than JoJo Siwa?
FKA pop. FKA
F
the pop.
Karma. It's a bitch.
Hmm.
I should know better.
Oh shit.
Uh,
All right, let's change the subject. All right, I actually brought a little something for us to talk about today too, and I
oh,
haven't
great.
found a good segue for it. Um, but we're going to talk about it anyways. This next weekend is Memorial Day weekend, right?
Hmm.
So a lot of people will be, out having fun, doing cookouts and stuff like that. I'm actually going camping
Nice.
um,
Oh, wow.
for the first time in a very long time, and I'm trying to like rack my brain, I guess, for all of the camping supplies that I need.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And so I found a list of some interesting camping supplies, and I was wondering if you guys could tell me if I needed some of these.
Perfect.
Okay.
This is like a
All
wired
right.
article, like because I'm an Eagle Scout, so I'm like the expert in the wired thing. So I
Okay.
know
All
all
right.
about everything.
Uh, so tell me, Reed,
Hmm.
do I need a GSI Vortex blender? It's a hand crank blender.
No, probably not.
Important?
What do you have for breakfast normally?
Well, normally cereal.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do that. You can break that. Cereal
But if
works.
I go camping, I could have a smoothie. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to beat that. If you're on the go, a smoothie is pretty good. You
Hmm.
know, you just gotta like use power.
Just got to crank it with my hand.
That sounds great. That sounds like such a great thing. I just wonder. You see people use rotary blenders still to like mix some shit. I've
Oh
never seen people use like a rotary like stand up blender to make smoothies. Like
yeah. Well,
I don't
maybe
think
you will,
smoothies
man. Maybe I'll.
existed until whatever that company came out that makes KitchenAid. Before KitchenAid existed, I don't think there was ever a smoothie in the whole
Yeah,
world.
smoothies were not a thing, huh?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Chunkies.
so we'll chalk hand crank blender up to a maybe, I guess. Um,
Need your camping item
Are
for
you
sure.
bringing a pack mule?
Mm.
so as far as I'm aware, I mean, we haven't really found our
A mule.
location yet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Uh,
you guys are going on. You guys have the vibe of camping. Like we're gonna go camping.
yeah.
We're gonna figure it out when we
Well,
get
The
there.
logistics.
we did have a location, but then it turns out that one's reservation only. And then we did have a location, but then it was on an island, and it turned out the ferry doesn't run there anymore. Um, and, so, and so now we've got a place that's kind of close to Rainier that we're thinking about going to. But anyways, next item on the list, we've got glow in the dark toilet paper. Yeah,
Cool.
Interesting.
Novelty item for sure. And you can
yeah,
use it at home. Like it's not purely camping. Like if you get like a combo pack, you can still roll some over. You know, roll
for
some
sure.
out for Halloween. For
That's good. You could be a mummy for Halloween, a glow in the
Dude,
dark
yeah,
yeah,
mummy.
that'd be kind
yeah.
of cool. Imagine
Call me
TPing
crazy
somebody's
though.
yard with glow in the dark TP.
Call me crazy though, but I don't know if I want a glow in the dark substance where toilet paper tends to go. You know what I mean?
And like I don't really need to see where it's going. You know, like I'm not gonna lose the toilet paper.
It's already white. You know, you're going to be
Yeah.
able to see it.
What if you what if when you use it, it turns your butthole glow in the dark?
Oh,
Because
it.
you never lose your butthole.
That's right.
You can like get inside your sleeping bag and you can like read your book without doing the classic like flashlight under the cover situation.
Yeah, Harry
Mhm.
Potter would have never been found out reading his little book if he had the glow in the dark toilet paper instead of his wand when he was reading that shit.
Oh man. Okay, so next item on the list. Here we go. We've got a hydro hammock bathtub.
Mm,
All
Ooh.
right, it's a
Okay.
hammock but a bathtub.
Oh, it's a hanging bathtub.
Yeah. Yep. And you can add up to 180 liters of water into it.
Okay.
So
That's like
I'll need my little hammock bag to carry my hammock, and then 180 liters of water.
yeah, just a cool 48 gallons of water.
Yeah.
That's ludicrous. Are you gonna just suspend that from a tree?
Yeah, why not?
That's
that's
a
gonna
lot.
be like yeah.
5 pounds of
That
water is like 25, 30 pounds. Like
5 pounds of water is
five,
25 pounds.
5 gallons of water. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think a
you're right.
gallon is like 8 pounds or something like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
it's pretty intense.
that is a crazy
This
amount.
so hang on. Does a liter of water is 1 kilogram, right?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
beats me.
I don't know, man.
It's heavy. Those poor trees. You got to find big trees. They got big trees up there though, so you'll
That's
probably be
true.
fine.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a
Yeah, you're right.
solid
One,
maybe.
1 kilo is 1 liter. It's kind
Nice.
of neat how
Okay.
everything's the same.
Well,
Like,
not for us, but
yeah,
Right.
yeah. I just gotta you just gotta remember like units of 12 and like 4 and 5 and a bunch of random bullshit. There's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's one. One is one. What is what?
it's one,
So
dude. Come on.
You do need
let's
a
see.
rain
Next on the
jacket.
list.
I don't know if that's
Do
on the
what?
list, but you should bring a rain jacket. That's like the
Oh,
best
That's a
camping.
legit
oh, for sure. Yeah.
suggestion.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea. I will do that. I have one of those actually. So, uh, next item on the list, though, could be important, is a flash torch.
Yeah.
Flash torch. It's like a flashlight, but it can cook an egg.
Oh,
No, I don't think you need that.
I think you do need that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When was the
This
last time
says,
you made a fire?
I don't know.
The wood's gonna be wet out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be
You
tough.
you specifically need the torch light for your eggs.
Maybe you're right. This says this torch won't just light your path to the dunny. It will
What's a
also
bunny?
start a fire and fry an egg, all with the power of its laser beam.
Dunny is informal Australian and New Zealand slang for toilet.
Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
These are
I
Okay.
just
camping tips for down under.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's why they don't
do.
have rain jacket on there.
Mm-hmm. It
That's
doesn't
right.
rain.
That's right. Okay, so flash
Ozone
torch,
doesn't let rain go through.
maybe.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe.
oh, next on the list, we've got powdered beer.
Ew.
It is what it sounds like. You put water in it, I guess.
Is it carbonated somehow?
I don't think so.
It's got like dehydrated yeast in it. Then you start like
It
getting
just
active
brews
with
itself.
Mhm, mhm.
uh,
As a beer lover myself, I'd rather drink muddy water filtered through my socks than a glass of powdered beer, but I never tried it. So who am I to judge?
I would rather
Let's
drink
go this
powdered
first.
beer. I'm gonna go on
Yeah.
the side of I'm gonna drink powdered beer, the food product.
Yeah,
So
but
wait,
that also
this
kind of just feels like a novelty thing because like you could just bring a
This
couple
this this
cans.
one feels like a novelty thing, Trent.
Yeah, you could just bring a couple cans of beer. What do you mean?
This particular item,
Yes.
not the
Yes.
flashlight, not the glow in the dark toilet paper, not the flashlight stove.
No, those are important. Those are very important. Okay, so next item on the list. I think we're getting close to the end here. But the
Mhm.
next item is going to be an off-road Segway.
Yeah, yeah,
Kind of cool, right?
Wow.
yeah. Get that shit.
That's pretty rad. I don't know how much it costs, but it'll be worth it, right?
I feel like a Segway can't be that off road, Like how
Well,
off
this one
road can it
can.
go?
That's how
Well, maybe
the
it
creator
can't.
of Segway died. He went off the road, off a cliff.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
His name was
Well,
Jackie Chan.
they have a little, they have a
Different one.
little hyperlink.
Jackie Segway Chan.
They have a little hyperlink here to the off-road Segway, and it takes you to the Segway website. But apparently, there's nothing, there's no off-road Segway anymore.
Wow,
So,
that sucks. I can't
yeah,
believe that.
yeah, kind of blows. But the one in the picture looks kind of cool. It's got big off-road tires, and it looks like a Segway. So,
Hmm.
yeah. Oh well, that one's a bust.
Yeah.
Um, and then our final one here, our last possible necessity is the bumper dumper.
I hardly know
It's
her.
a portable. It's a portable toilet that latches onto a trailer hitch,
Oh, it's a
and you
you
can
really
sit
got
on it.
you got to squat for that. That
Yeah,
sounds awful. You don't want to sit on a trailer hitch.
No,
yeah.
I don't think you're sitting on the trailer. You can sit on the trailer hitch without the bumper dumper. But you got your glow in the dark toilet paper.
Yeah.
You I think you can just, just go shit in the woods, whatever. I don't know what the rules are there.
just
I've
bring a
never really
Just
been camping.
bring a
bring a
shovel.
bring a
Yeah,
trowel, dig 6 inches deep, shit in it, cover it up. That's all you
that's
got to
right.
do.
It's good for the environment, unless you've been having too much microplastics, probably.
It's like net neutral to the environment, probably.
Um, so can you
Okay.
give me some specs on this thing? Like why does it attach to your trailer hitch? Do you like drive down the road with it on your car? Or you put it
Um,
on there when you
let's
get there,
see.
you
I think you
think?
slap it
Let's
on
see.
like a set of truck nuts.
Oh god. Okay, so when you click on the hyperlink for the bumper dumper, it takes you to a website that maybe looks like it was made in like '98. It's
Hmm.
an old looking website, and the background
Wow.
is camouflage.
Yeah, it's hard to
It's only $100,
only.
and it supports up to 350 pounds.
It's pretty good.
And it's a
Yeah.
5-gallon bucket with a toilet lid on it.
Hmm.
That's
All
pretty
right. Well,
cool.
if you want some actual camping tips, get a tarp. You want a tent.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was gonna get a tent, sleeping bag, that kind of
get a
stuff.
tarp. You go to the hardware store and get a tarp,
Okay, all right,
and make
that's
sure the
good to know.
tarp doesn't go outside the bottom of the tent. Otherwise, you will be wet in the tent.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think you should have 2 per person of like Walmart bags, like plastic shopping bags.
Okay,
Because
okay.
if you ever have to ford a stream, for example, you don't even have to take your shoes off. Just put these plastic bags around your feet.
Oh, okay. I like that. All
Bring a
right.
second pair of shoes, one for the campsite, like because you're gonna have like hiking shoes or some shit like that, right?
Sure.
Bring another set
Yeah.
of shoes that you can wear around, so that you don't have to wear your musty ass hiking shoes afterwards.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Um,
Toothpaste.
yeah,
Bring.
I don't have any. I don't have any advice.
Well,
That's why
yeah,
I'm asking you guys.
that's why we're giving you the advice on how to camp. That, that,
That's right.
that's the segment.
I was
but
gonna
you
bring
can.
some bratwursts.
Nice.
That's pretty much it.
Okay,
Is
so
it-
like preserved meats is something that you're bringing.
Maybe go with a hot dog because like the bratwurst, like sometimes those aren't cooked ahead of time.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You got to be
Well,
more
if I
thorough.
bring the flash torch, it'll be okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just go find some eggs.
yeah, forage. That's the best part of camping is foraging.
There used to be a TV show that I wanted to bring up while we're talking about this called John Glazer Loves Gear. You guys
Mm.
heard of this?
No.
Mm-mm.
It was on True TV for 2 seasons. It wasn't very good, but me and former co-host of the pod, Ryan, former roommate as well, we watched True TV a lot because basically all it played was Impractical Jokers and then John Glazer Loves Gear.
Mhm.
Uh, but
I heard of it. Okay.
it's just
Hang on,
this.
really quick.
Yeah,
Glazer. I hardly know her.
I hardly know her.
Is it related? Is he related to Jay Glazer? Yeah, what
I
about?
don't know.
Okay. What that
I don't
magic
know.
show? All right. So John Glazer's got gear. What's his gear about?
He loves gear. He would buy this ridiculous stuff like that Trent was talking about, and then he would go camping with it. Like that's the whole show. But it wasn't just camping. He would buy like ridiculous stuff for like sailing or cycling or like
Yeah,
weird
right.
stuff for tennis or whatever. Like he had
Okay.
a bunch of different ones. He's like, I bought the coolest saddle for horse riding,
And this
and
was
it's
on
got like
cable
Bluetooth.
TV.
Yeah,
True TV is
it's
low
like
key
YouTube.
one of the
It's for
best
YouTube.
one of the best TV channels of all time for being the second channel. Because when you watch TV, like traditional TV, you get hit with ads a lot more than you would expect or that you
Mm.
Oh yeah.
remember. Because you get used to this video on demand stuff, right? You got to have a second channel to flip to when the game is in commercial. So you
Yep.
flip to True TV, you watch a segment or two of Impractical Jokers, and then you flip back and you're back in the game, and then you flip back and back and back and back and back, and that's how you get through Saturday college football. And that's
Exactly.
how
Back
you
in the
get
day.
through
Back in the
the
day.
FKA podcast, FKA the pod. You can get at us, not just through us on X, on Instagram, on YouTube, at gmail.com, all at FKA the pod, and on TikTok and on Threads. Thanks for listening. Leave a like, rate us, comment, subscribe, and whatnot. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas.
Welcome to the pod where we spill the tea. FKA, yeah, that's me. We're gonna dive deep into the topics you need. Sit back, relax, and let's plant the seed. On pop culture to politics, we'll discuss it all. No filter, no censors, just having a ball. Get ready for the laughs and the deep conversations. FKA the pod, your ultimate best friend. FKA the pod, bringing you the real, no sugarcoating, just raw appeal. Join us every week. Tune in and see FKA the pod, where we set you free.